Imagine a human being almost 3 million years ago. No city, no electricity, no language written on paper, no tools waiting on a shelf. Just a person standing in the African landscape, looking at a stone. And perhaps there was a problem. There was food that was difficult to cut, so the person picked up the stone and hit it against another. Crack. A sharp edge appeared. Maybe the person didn't know it yet, but something extraordinary had just happened. They hadn't simply found a stone. They had changed something in the world to solve a problem. The earliest known stone tools go back roughly 2.6 million years, and possibly earlier. They were simple, but they changed what our ancestors could do. And then came the next question. Can I make it better? So the stone changed. The edge became sharper. The shape became more deliberate. Millions of years passed, and that question never really disappeared. Hundreds of thousands of years later, it's dark. The temperature is dropping. The group is gathered together, and in front of them is something that humans have learned to control: fire. Suddenly, the darkness isn't quite so frightening. There is warmth, there is light, food can be cooked. The night becomes longer. The world becomes a little less dangerous. Archaeological evidence places controlled use of fire deep in human prehistory, with evidence often associated with Homo erectus, and sites hundreds of thousands of years old or more. But again, humanity didn't stop at this works. We kept asking, what else can we do with it? Thousands of generations pass. Humans begin to settle. They grow plants. They domesticate animals. They build houses, then villages, then cities. And once humans begin living together, another problem appears. There are too many things to remember, so we write them down. Numbers, names, stories, trade, history. Knowledge no longer has to die with the person who discovered it. One human can discover something, and another human, thousands of kilometers away and hundreds of years later, can build upon it. And that changes everything, because now our solutions can survive us. Then comes a strange period in human history. We start making things not because we desperately need them, but because we wonder what is possible. We build enormous monuments. We study the stars. We invent mathematics. We make machines. We cross oceans. We look at the sky and wonder what is beyond it. And eventually, around the 18th century, machines begin transforming the way humans work. The Industrial Revolution begins in Britain around 1760. Factories appear, steam engines roar, production becomes faster, and the human question changes again. It is no longer just, can we make this? It becomes, can we make this better? Faster, smaller, stronger, more accurate, more efficient. That question becomes one of the defining habits of modern civilization. And then, we build computers. At first, they fill rooms, then buildings, then desks, then our pockets. We teach machines to calculate faster than any human could. We send humans into space. We land machines on other worlds. And after millions of years of solving problems necessary for survival, we arrive at something almost funny. A little plastic cube, 6 colors, 26 movable pieces, and we decide we're going to solve this too. Think about how strange that is. Millions of years ago, one of our ancestors struck 2 stones together because they needed a sharper edge. Today, human sits at a desk and spends an hour trying to be. The problems are completely different, but the instinct is the same. Look at something, understand it, change it, improve it, solve it. Maybe that is one of the most beautiful things about being human. We don't just adapt to the world. We try to understand the world, then we try to change it. And once we solve one problem, we immediately create another. Not because we have to, but because we want to know what is possible. That curiosity took us from stone tools, to fire, to agriculture, to cities, to machines, to computers, to space, and eventually to a simple cube. So maybe the cube isn't really about 6 colors. Maybe it's about something much older, something that has been inside us for millions of years. The instinct that made someone pick up a stone and think, I can make this better. The instinct that made someone look at fire and think, I can control this. The instinct that made someone look at a machine and think, I can improve this. And the instinct that makes someone pick up a scrambled cube, turn it, scramble it again, and say, one more solve. We call ourselves Homo sapiens, the wise human. But perhaps there is another way to describe us. A species that doesn't simply accept problems. A species that turns problems to solution, puzzles into challenges, and challenges into mastery. A species that keeps asking, what if? Why? How? Can I make it better? And when there is no obvious answer, we keep turning the pieces until we find one. CubeSapien, the species of solvers.